Good morning, Crystal from the Rain Dance Ranch, Chino, California. So this is part 2 of Sierra's garden update. So this table ensemble tends to change here and there, but I feel like I'm pretty happy with this arrangement we have going on. I do want to put in some moss inside of here, so one of these days I'll get to that. But look at that, the Easter cactus. The labels on these call them Zygo, Z-Y-G-O. I think they're Schlumbergia, something like that is their scientific name. I can't recall. I really need to get all that down. But this is a Christmas cactus. This is an Easter cactus. Notice the difference in the leaves. These look like doubles, and these are like soft scallops. Very much like a kalanchoe. And but yeah, I mean, this thing, I bought it about a month before Easter, and it just had these little, a bunch of these little buds on them. So I was like, this is gonna look beautiful. And I set them out here on the porch, and it was still getting quite cold here. And nothing was happening, and it was getting close to Easter, and I'm like, I don't know if these things are gonna bloom. So I brought them in because I watched some videos about these things and found out that the cold weather can affect their blooms. Even though it wasn't freezing, I mean, it still would get down into like the 40s here. And so I brought it in, and day before Easter they started blooming. Just in time. And look at this gorgeous show. Just absolutely beautiful. Love these flowers. I recommend these plants for everybody. Everybody needs one of these. But here's the thing. So I'm surprised that this is blooming at all. And I guess it's not uncommon for them to bloom without extra help. But I think in order to get this profuse bloom, they need a period of darkness of some sort. I can't recall the details about it, but if you have one of these and it's not blooming, you know, up to the season that it's supposed to be blooming, was about 2 months before, maybe actually 4 months when you think about it. You might want to try keeping them in darkness for a period of time, and I'm going to do some more research, and I will be, for my Christmas cactus, I'm going to do an experiment to see if I can get them to bloom profusely, because now I have another one of these Easter cactus in the house. No blooms whatsoever. It had blooms on it when I got it. It was teeny tiny, but it had blooms. This year, and I bought it last year. So all I've done is just water it and keep it by a sunny window most of the time. And yeah, no blooms at all. So I do think that it is important to get them to bloom. You know, you have to exercise some flower cultivating activities. But yeah, I'm just super happy. And look at this Cantia. So I cut this back. This whole pot was just filled with all of these lanky little mini Cantias. I can't remember the name of them. I think Pink Panther might be one of the names for these. And it had more pink on it when I got it. I might not get any of that pink back. It went green, but I don't know, maybe with some good sun exposure. But I like this tight growth that it put on this. This was the one lanky viney piece that I left on, and I just wanted to see what it would do. And all the new growth is very compact and pretty. And so it looks like it's coming back in places. So I'll probably take some of this stuff out. Maybe leave this little Calancoe guy. I don't know. I want to try to make this look prettier now that this Cantia is growing. And I've just been using it as a little propagation station, really. But because of where it's located, I want to try to make that beautiful again. And these are probably going to need to be attended to as well eventually. But yeah, so that is Sierra's April 4th garden update. Oh, and I just want to say that I've been needing to water some of these holiday cactuses up to twice a week. Especially this flowering one. It's been needing it twice a week, whether I keep it indoors or out. So be sure to stay on top of the watering. And otherwise, they're so easy, so forgiving. All right, this is Crystal, Sierra's Garden, the Temporary Rain Dance Ranch, April 4th, 2024. When it rains, go out and dance.